Are you looking for an easy app? Well, we've got it. We have a delicious dish with Tom Walsh and Alberto from Mission Cantina in Amherst. Thank you for joining us today. So we're making an easy shrimp cocktail.
Yes. This is our go-to for the summer season. It's real simple, it's real fresh, it's real easy to accomplish in a short amount of time. Fresh ingredients. Takes about 5 minutes in the kitchen after you're done poaching the shrimp.
See, I'm all about this because I'm convincing myself that despite the fact that it was in the 20s when I was driving in today, it's spring, darn it, and I'm going to appreciate it. Yeah.
Yes.
So how do we get started?
Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to start mixing the vegetables. Alberto's going to mix the tomatoes, the cucumbers, and the onions while we go ahead and talk a little about the shrimp. When it comes to poaching your shrimp, in all honesty, for the home, this is the best way to go. Use some Old Bay.
Yeah.
You can get it at any store locally. As far as poaching goes, boil the water, salt it, a little bit of Old Bay, and then what you want to do is drop your shrimp in, and you want to let them sit for maybe about 60 seconds, pull them out, and you want to throw them into water that has ice in it, so you want to shock them.
And that's how they maintain that color, right?
The color, but also the texture, and it stops them from cooking, which, would be a problem if they went too long.
That's true. Well, how do you know when they're done? Is there a color or a temperature?
In all honesty, at this point, it's texture for me. I feel them, and I know when they're done because they're firm, yet they're not too hard. And you just want to go about 60 seconds, in all honesty. Yeah, the water's hot, it's got the seasoning in it. As soon as it starts to come back to a roll, you just kill it.
And you know it's good?
You know it's good.
So we mix all these up, and then what goes in it next?
And then we're going to use any tomato juice, store-bought. It could be V8 spicy, it could be anything that your natural preference. Okay. So you're going to use tomato juice, and then at the restaurant we use a little bit of clam juice, which once again you can get Stop and Shop.
Can I give clam juice a smell?
You should take it a sip. Go for it.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely not gonna. It's way too early to be drinking clam juice.
Okay, so just a little bit, and then seasonings as always, salt and pepper.
All right.
Cilantro. Don't be shy with cilantro unless it's something you don't like. And then we use hot sauce. So my natural preference is this right here. It's the habanero one that we use.
Well, hey, can you take me through these differences? Because we have a red sauce, a green sauce, and then this
two salsa rojos, and then this one right here is a verde. So this one here is they're all hot. This one has a little more vinegar than these ones here. These ones here are more so just ground chilies with a little bit of vinegar, garlic. But their flavor profiles are all very distinct, but the heat is what you know.
The heat's constant.
As soon as it hits the palate, you know that you ate something that's spicy.
Is there anything that you'd recommend, like maybe one's good with fish, one's good with chicken, or is it just all personal preference?
Personal preference across the board. This one here, like I said, has a little more vinegar to it, so it's got a real nice rounded flavor. I'm just going to dip back here and get the shrimp there in the fridge.
Now this is something you can probably make in advance. How far in advance could you cook
so
the shrimp?
you can make this, and you can cook these the night before.
Okay.
Just keep them in the fridge and keep them on ice if you have the ability to do that. But if not, they'll be fine in a Tupperware container. So this right here, you can make probably, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours ahead of time. The one recommendation I have is don't put the shrimp in till about an hour before, at most, before the guests arrive.
Okay.
Because
you don't want soggy.
Well, the acid in the tomatoes will continue to cook the shrimp.
Now, Alberto, is this a dish that you like?
I do like it. I like it to make it spicy when I'm hungover.
You make spicy when you're hungover?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a tip for you.
I'm gonna get this spoon here, and we're gonna empty this out.
Oh, here we go. And now I see what you did there. You cut the avocado before.
Score the avocado on the inside. That way, when you scoop it out, it's not big chunks. They're real small.
So I don't know if anybody could see this, but what he did was beforehand, he diced this so that when he scooped it out, it was easy.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Yep. So essentially, you just want to let this. At the restaurant, we make this to order, so it's mixed about 60 seconds before it hits the table.
Wow.
It doesn't get any fresher than that.
Which is good because, especially like avocado, after it gets a little bit of air, it starts getting brown.
It will oxidize, but the other thing most people don't realize is that once the avocado is tossed in something, it's coated. It's not going to oxidize.
Really?
Yeah, it's sealed from the air. If you were to hit it with a little bit of oil, or in this case, the tomato juice.
Because people always told me, lemon or lime juice helps to keep.
Yep.
It's the
but
citric acid.
that's if you're just going to keep it, as is, avocado.
Oh, okay.
Guacamole, there's a lot of lime juice or lemon juice in guacamole, and that's what keeps it from.
Stay.
Yep, exactly.
What's your secret to a good guacamole?
We've done this before.
I know, but
I'm not going to tell
repeating. You. No, come on.
No. Good avocados, good limes, lots of garlic.
It's a cop-out answer.
It is a cop-out answer. Yep, it's the go-to.
How do we go about serving something like this?
So what we normally do is we have it in a martini glass served. Once again, I have another one that's done here for.
All right. So we're gonna get to eat too. It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Yes.
And then maybe it seems like you're topping it with a few of them too. Is that right?
Yeah, so the shrimp are mixed through, and then as well on top, we just, we hooked a couple of them through each other. And once again, a little fresh cilantro on the end, and that's it. If it was a cocktail party, you could hang shrimp over the edge of something, and people could come and dip them as they eat, but we like to toss it all together.
I'm loving this. See, I'm a believer. It's spring again. It's supposed to be in the 50s this weekend, so.
Yeah.
You're making me believe again. Gentlemen, thanks so much for stopping by. And a little bit later,
Thank you.
We're going to complement this with a pretty tasty drink.